Hello and welcome to Anatomy and Physiology. I think there's a picture of me down in the corner. There was before and now there isn't, and I don't know why. Doesn't matter. I am Professor Iannacone. I am your instructor for the semester. I just wanted to take a few minutes to go over some of the stuff on Canvas. Hey, there I am. So yeah, real quick. We will also go over a lot of this in class too. So if you are watching this, don't be like, oh my God, I've got to remember all of this, because you won't have to remember all of it because you can't, you're human. At any rate, this is what the home page looks like. This is home. It is also what is called the modules page. Each one of these is called a module. So I have made the modules the home page, and then also set it up so that any announcements I make are on the home page, so you're always going to see them whenever you log into the class. I'm just going to go over some of the introductory stuff to keep this short, and then other things I'm going to have to remember to address in class. Once we get past the nuts and bolts of how the class works, you will notice that each week is going to have a module. In each module will be the materials that you will need for that week. I am not done putting all of the assignments in the modules, but once I am, sometime tomorrow, or Wednesday afternoon if you're in my Thursday section, everything will be in there in the modules. So anything that you have to click on and do as an assignment at home or electronically will be in the modules. What will not show up in the modules are your quizzes and your exams, because then things just get too busy. For keeping track of all of your assignments, I recommend you click on the calendar here, which I have just opened in a new tab. Nothing is due in August. And then anything that is graded, whether it is an in-class quiz or an online assignment or an activity that we're doing in class, if it's graded, it's going to be on the calendar with the due date listed and everything. Again, I'm still updating all of this to make sure it's correct because I'm always moving stuff around. But that will be there. That is a good way to keep track of what's coming up so that you don't get surprised by anything. Just a quick overview of the kinds of things I have posted. Where is it? If you see next to something, right here next to growth mindset, that looks like a piece of paper. That is a page. If you click on that, it is going to take you to another page that I have constructed in Canvas where things are listed. If you see something that looks like, where is it? It should have a pencil next to it. Well, you'll see when we get there. But I think if it's an assignment, it'll have a pencil next to it, and I don't have all of the assignments uploaded into the modules yet. They're just on the calendar. But at any rate, sorry, waste of time. Let's get back to this. So yes, page, there's a little pencil there. It's a homework assignment. All of these, where it looks like 3 chain links, those are links to other things. They are going to require you most likely to click on a link and get out of Canvas because it's an external resource of some kind. And then if you see a little paperclip, that is an actual file. So what I have here for you already is the syllabus. You can download the syllabus if you want to. That is just a file of the syllabus. The special guest video is optional. You can watch it if you want to. The objectives link we will go over in class because that is super important. Then resources, you have the textbook. If you click on this, it will, in this case, it actually opens the website in Canvas, which usually doesn't happen. But this is the website for our textbook. If you are using an e-version of it, an electronic version, it is free. If you want to download, not download, buy a hard copy, I think it's like $55 or so, which is still a bargain for a book that's going to last you 2 semesters. For the free versions, you can download a PDF and then the whole book is on your computer and you can read it whenever you want to. If you click View Online, it's going to have you set up an account, which is free, but then it keeps track of what you've annotated in the book. So you can highlight, make notes, bookmark things, and it's a little bit more functional than just the PDF. Again, both of those are free. This buy a print copy here is how you would get a hard copy of our textbook. There is nothing for you to purchase at the bookstore for this course. Lab materials I will go over in class. Those are going to be made available to you for free. You will just have to print them out. Still way cheaper than a lab manual. The old textbook and lab manual that came from the publisher was up to $270, which is just, it's too much. So going back to the home page or the modules, that is for your, textbook. Then for PowerPoints, if anybody wants to get ahead, I have each week the PowerPoints that were scheduled to cover that week. If you want to go week by week, notice this is a link. Or here where it says all PowerPoints, this is a link to my OneDrive folder where all of the PowerPoints for the entire semester are saved so you can download them all in one go. The reason why I give you links for every chapter is if I update anything, like I spot a mistake and I change it the day before lecture, you've always got the most updated version available to you. So those are the PowerPoints. Those are going to be in OneDrive. You will have to log in. It is just like logging into Lion's Den, and then you'll have access to either the folder or the files. Just be prepared to do your stupid 2-factor authentication. Then, to contrast textbook with website, up here are resources and instructions that you will use to get an access code for what is called MyLab and Mastering, this thing over here. Mastering Anatomy and Physiology is the website that you have paid for already because it's in your tuition. This Brightwave course materials is where you go to get the access code that you have already paid for. Follow these instructions and it should be fine. If they ask you for a course ID or they ask you to purchase anything, something has gone wrong. This is a link to a YouTube video that I made that walks you through how to do it. This is a file, PDF, that just has instructions on how to do it. So these two resources here tell you how to use this resource here to get access to MyLab. Please watch the video because there's more that I would like you to know, but I can't fit it all in this intro video. So that's that part. We went over your syllabus. Other things that are here. I have made a video about extra credit. It is a few semesters old, so it might not look the same as our current Canvas page, but the policies are all the same. The due dates for extra credit are listed in the syllabus. But please watch that because it tells you how extra credit works, and because we have so much of this stuff to go over, I don't really have time to talk about everything in class, and you're all going to forget because it's TMI. It's just too many details. Right? It should be TMD. There's information, which a lot of us can remember a lot of information, but then details about passwords and codes and this and that, people lose track of very easily. So there's that. Also here is this link to another video called Mastering Study Area. So this little bit right here, My Lab in Mastering, is a website you are going to use primarily for homework. Each chapter, there's somewhere between 15 and 30 review questions that you'll answer in My Lab, and that is due online. That is what I use officially as part of the course materials. There are a lot of other materials and resources in there which you have paid for, so you should use them. This just gives you an overview of what is available to you in Mastering. Just know if you're in Mastering and you see there's an e-textbook, that is not our free textbook. That is one that you would have to pay extra for. So the textbook is only here. The e-text that you might see if you're puttering around in the study area, not for us. We didn't pay for that. Let me see what else. I think that's all the important stuff. I don't know where the time went. It usually shows me the time, but I think I'm below 15 minutes. I'm just going to show you one more thing, which is this right here, RVCC Student Resources. I will not spend a lot of time on it. Just be aware that it exists. Open it in a new tab. What somebody at the school did is take a lot of the information from the website or Lion's Den or Commons and put it all into this one resource. So if you have policy questions about delayed openings, withdrawing from a class, what happens if you get accused of cheating, or if you want to know where the tutoring center is, or how to get advising, that's all here, RVC Student Resources, and it should be visible in every class that's on Canvas. Going back to home. So just to reinforce the most important things, this is where you will get your textbook. It is free if you are not getting a hard copy of it. Here is where you can get any and all of the PowerPoints you might need. And the syllabus is there. I showed you the calendar function. And I think that's it. I'm going to keep it brief. I'm sure I've forgotten something. And also, we'll go over this in class. You are allowed to ask questions because you are human and you will forget some of this stuff. See you all in class. Bye.